Hello, Scorpio. This is Miss Joan, Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill. I'm here to talk to you about February. February is going to have 4 weeks in it, covering January 29th through February 25th. So we will have the 4 columns in front of me for the overview with the 3 traditional rows, where we are, what's blocking us, what our solution is. And I am programming these cards for you as we speak. So these videos are done for Scorpio and all Scorpios. However, not all Scorpios are going to blend or connect with what I'm saying. Understandable. If you do connect and you like what you're hearing, go ahead and hit that like button and then subscribe. If you do not connect, I understand, and we'll allow that to be what it is. I'm going to set these cards aside, and I'm going to go ahead and program this new deck. We're going to try the Animal Wise Tarot from Ted Andrews for going deeper at the end of the video on the very first week, being January 29th through the 4th. It's a really fun deck. We'll get to know it together as we play, and but I want to pre-program them and get them ready to go. All right. If you love the way this comes out, by all means, leave a comment. If you don't like it, go ahead and leave a comment. I will respond to anything that's shared and see where we get to from there. All right. So let's go ahead and lay out these cards and get busy with the overview, all right? As usual, I do not read cards in reverse, so they will be, it doesn't change the meaning of the card, it just means I don't read them upside down, that's all. No bad cards, there's lessons in the deck. We learn from every little thing that we have in front of us, all right? Opportunities are enhanced. The more we learn, the more we can do what we want to do instead of what we learn. Fair enough? That's why we do this. I like being better prepared for the future. And that's why I do this. All right? Cool. So let's go ahead and look at what we have for the very first week, January 29th through the 4th. Scorpio, we are looking at the 9 of Swords. There's some regrets about how things have gone and how we might have used our power in the past, meaning the end of January. Sorry to hear that. Let us look and see how what's blocking you this week is judgment. Your judgment is off. The things that you're thinking about and how you're perceiving things and feeling about the things that you're getting isn't accurate. Sometimes we're looking through a filter that's not accurate. So we want to maybe reserve judgment. Just hold back. It doesn't mean we have to sit, just don't share everything that's going on in your head, right? You can do some journaling, you can put things on paper. As you perceive things a certain way, you may not have all the information. That is very interesting and something that happens quite often. Since you're already in the place of regret, it's going to be one of those situations where you really want to be cautious about how you behave in these moments. We can act out in ways that are very not great. So holding back on doing anything about what you're feeling regretful about, especially when your judgment is off, is better. And what's wonderful is your solution is the Hermit card. And the Hermit card, real simple. Time to go spend time alone. Time to go be on your own. If you're not around other people, you can't really screw it up too much, okay? So that's good news. We want to do that. Be on your own. Do your own thing. Try not to overreact to every little thing that comes your way. Lots of information may be coming to you, and it may be good and it may not be great. But if we can pause before we respond, we can actually make better decisions and have better reactions, all right? Okay, so the next week over, we're going to go deeper on this at the end of this video, so I'm just not going to spend too much time there. Um, the next week over, being the 5th through the 11th, is the King of Wands. The King of Wands says that you have a like-minded soul partner. Could be a man, could be a woman, but it has masculine energy. So appreciate who that person might be in your life. Like-minded, easy to talk to. They're part of your situation right now. And it looks like the Hanged Man is here talking about where you're blocked. So whatever's going on with your friend, you're getting a little hung up. You're not digging it. You're not digging a whole lot of what's going on there. You're like, I don't want to do that. I don't like that. So appreciate your feelings, but pause. I think that this may be fallout from what went on over here the first week of this month. All right, so pay attention to what you did, and if you didn't stay away from people and got more information, but it still might be faulty, right? So let's try not to get hung up. Don't get too hung up. If the information you're getting about your friend is not going to truly affect you, then you don't really have to have too strong an opinion, right? Okay, let's go with that. Excellent. The Ten of Swords is here as your solution, and it does say that you have complete control. You have all the power in this situation to be very involved or very not involved. You're being offered an opportunity to get super involved or super not involved and have a lot of control over the situation. Ooh, no wonder you're a little hung up. I want you to just proceed with caution, okay? Do your due diligence. Get as much information as you can so you can make a proper and wise decision for the both of you, all right? It's good. You're going to be okay. I think things are going to get a little better, but it's going to be all right, okay? So, breathing through the situation, and let's look at next week, the 12th through the 18th. We have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is here to say, guess what? There is, in fact, new information about something that you need to learn about so that you can proceed in a forwardly fashion. So you have more information coming. And what's going to be nice is that Temperance is here. Temperance is here saying that you are blocking your flow currently. The flow in your life is blocked. So it's important for you to open up the flow in your life, right? So if you can, the flow of abundance and law of attraction, stuff like that, it's really kind of neat how you can do some nice things simply by freeing up space. Getting rid of some things can help bring new things to you. So wonderful news, right? We like getting new things. New things are fun. Do what you need to do and bring in those things. That's good. Open up that flow. Release old junk. Create new flow, because sometimes we hold on so tightly to try and get just every little thing. And when if we were to let a little bit go away, a little bit goes through, like let the change go. If money and change were coming out of the air, you'd be picking up the bills while the change fell through. So that's a good idea. Be open to the flow, all right, and let that be a good thing. The Two of Wands is here as our solution, and it's talking about new adventures. A doorway is opening for you. An opportunity is presenting. So allow all of this stuff. Looks like you are learning something and getting ready to go somewhere and do something, and I really like that. Adventure awaits. Open to the possibilities of where you want to go, what you want to do, what you want to see. Don't hold yourself back from the adventure. So this is good stuff. I'm really proud of you. I'm excited for you. This is good stuff. Newness is wonderful. Pretty excited about that. The following week, the last week of February, we're looking at the 19th or the 25th, and we have Justice. Justice is here saying that, yes, things are going to swing back into fairness. Ooh, we love that. We love when things feel fair, when things feel like, oh, I did all the work and I get all the reward, yay. Or when things just start to work correctly, right? We like when things feel like that. That's good. We want things to be balanced. And that's good. The Knight of Pentacles is here. And the Knight of Pentacles is here to say that, yes, you're going to be fighting for your financial worth and value. No wonder Justice showed up. You're blocked from doing any major fighting about the money. So that's interesting. It's in the blocking department. It doesn't mean that you won't be appreciated or able to do what you need to do. It just is very interesting how it shows up. All right? Keep it in mind. Let that be something that is there for you, that you make note of and understand that, oh, okay, that's cool. I have new information and it's coming to me and it's going to be financial. While somebody stands in the way of it being a windfall for you, it could be that Justice strikes it out of the way and it's not a big deal. But this is interesting because your worth and value comes up just in time for a karmic lesson. So the Wheel of Fortune is down here saying that this is a karmic lesson for you. You're having a karmic lesson. It being the solution, the Wheel of Fortune, is telling me that your worth and value is a consistent issue that comes up for you and that you have to always fight through it. Even as things come into balance, you're fighting with that thing inside of you that says that you're not worthy of it. Ooh, I'm so sorry to hear that, because you are quite worthy of it. And you need to hear that from someone. Let me be the one to say, Scorpio, you are quite worthy of this. You are quite worthy of being appreciated financially. Okay? So, with that being said, it is only you you're fighting with right now. Okay? And that's an interesting way to go. I will set these cards aside right now, and we will look into them again in other videos for later. Right now, I want to get you ready for the first week of February, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and play out some more cards. Remember, we're playing with a new deck. The new deck is the Animal Wise Tarot from Ted Andrews. Pretty great, gotta say. Really like it. And let's see. It's a nifty interpretation of the tarot. So let's see. We were talking about the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords being that regret. We were starting the month off in a place of regret, feeling frustrated that we used our power in a certain sort of way, and it didn't necessarily go according to plan, and or we're getting a backlash, right? But here we have the Page of Pentacles. Dear, lure to new pursuits. Yes, pursuits. Anyway, new adventures are calling. And this little guy here, he's quick to move. He likes to move quickly. But yes, it's also about the Page of Pentacles, new information about money, right? So, as new information about money shows up, keep in mind that it might be something you have to move on quickly. You can't just dilly-dally around and think about it, because, yeah, deers aren't slow to move. When it's time to move, they go. They don't wait for nobody, all right? So the other thing to know is the Wheel of Fortune is here. Heed the inner voice and cycles. So the bear is here. The Wheel of Fortune. He's a napper, you know. Sometimes he says, I gotta go take a nap. I'll be back in a week. If your inner cycles have said that this isn't time, I'm still dealing with the regrets about the power, how I used the power. It's nice that you're offering me this opportunity, but I just don't think it's time. I'm having a little hard time dealing with this other thing, and I'm not ready. Pay attention to your readiness. Don't just jump because somebody said, hey, look at this. So you need to pay attention to what your inner cycle is telling you to do, right? Don't just go. Pay attention to what you're ready for. All right? Good. Perfect. Judgment. Judgment is where we're blocked. Your better judgment is a little bit blocked. You're not 100% on point about what you're thinking. And it's important for you to sort of get there. I want you to begin to feel like, yeah, I got this. I know what I'm doing. I'm feeling okay about it. But if your judgment is not right now, like we said, your judgment is off. And if your cycles are off and you're not ready, then just say no. It's okay to just say no. It's okay. Know that your judgment is off. But maybe you have somebody else stand around and say, you're not really ready. That's a real friend, a real partner, real somebody. Okay? Now, the other areas where you're blocked, we have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is butterfly, new love, joy, and health. So new love, joy, and health. When this shows up in the block department, I want you to make sure you're making your doctor's appointments, you're paying attention to what's coming down the pike financially and fiscally and around new love, new babies, new stuff, all those things. This is the Ace of Cups. This is about your feelings and all the new joy that's coming to you. I want you to be aware that there could be complications, okay? So keep an eye out for complications about these new things coming your way, and know that you're going to need to pay attention. The other card we have is the Seven of Wands, Toad, inner strength and resources. The Toad. So this Toad guy, he has all kinds of ways of protecting himself. He can bury himself. He can excrete poison and stuff like that makes him very unpalatable to people who want to eat him or things that want to eat him. So knowing about this and understanding that he is here saying, hey, Seven of Wands, yeah, it's hard to get people on your side as far as communicating your ideas and getting people to understand you because your judgment is off. We get that. But also think of it as a mode of protection. You want to use your inner strength to protect yourself and keep yourself safe in all these situations. Because I really want you to make sure you're taken care of. Okay? So maybe all of this is inside work, right? Take care of your inside work so you're prepared for your outside work. The Hermit is here as your solution. And we got it in a double whammy. So that's interesting. We got it twice. This is speaking to the fact that, yes, needing to be off on your own or preferring to be off on your own doesn't surprise me a bit. The Owl is the card for the Hermit in this deck. And it's speaking very plainly to the idea that wisdom, vision, and guidance will come to you if you can get all the clutter, all the mental clutter out of the way so you can focus in on what you really want, what you really need. Talk to your heart. Talk to your heart center and see what your heart is saying to you about what you really want and what you really need. Maybe it has nothing to do with whatever this new opportunity is and you need to just turn that off and walk away from it. Poof. Okay, that's done. Now we're moving on to the joy and health and love that are all here. That's wonderful. But if you're not healthy enough to do it, you're not going to get to enjoy it. So whatever you need to get a blood test or something, you want to get into that, get some more information so you can move on. The guidance, you're getting some inner guidance that's going to help you figure out what your best next move is, but you can't hear it if you're too busy listening to everybody else, okay? That's the most important thing there. The Queen of Cups is here. Typically a friend or somebody in your life who is emotionally based, who will come into your life and have some things to share with you that might be emotionally based, so be careful. Don't get sucked into other people's drama, right? But this is the Cricket. And the Cricket is telling me that intuition and power of belief, right? Intuition and power of belief. So everything you're gleaning in your time alone, even if you just go for a solo walk and come up with all this cool information, You're going to get a lot of good guidance from the Hermit, right? And you're also going to be able to follow the information because your intuition will be more on point. Your intuition is more on point than your judgment, okay? So judgment is more up here, intuition is more here. So pay attention to who you're listening to. Are you listening to your head or you listen to your heart? All right? So pay attention, and I will talk to you next about the 5th through the 11th. All right? Thank you, Scorpio. I'll see you next week.